What's up, guys? My name is Darren. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I talk about fragrance and fashion on this channel. So if you love looking good, smelling great, then this is a channel for you. Consider subscribing and also make sure you hit that bell icon as well. That way you get notified when I upload new content on the channel. On today's video, I'm going to be diving into some newer acquisitions to my fragrance collection. Now, a few of these were sent to me, one by ROJA, the new Apex, so we're going to kind of get into that, my first impressions of it, and also a few by the Middle Eastern brand of Haramain. Now, they had I think it's called a new Musk series of fragrances that they released here recently, as well as a few from a 50-year kind of celebration of their company, the Oud collection. I have a few from that we'll talk about, but I also have some fragrances, of course, that I purchased here over the last week. Some I love. There's one on here that I'm not really sure about. I'm having mixed emotions about it, but we're going to get into it, man. So if you want to see what's on the list today, you know the routine, man. Keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Now, let's start with a few of the fragrances that were sent to me, and then I'll get into the ones that I've actually purchased. The first one, of course, guys, the newest one from ROJA PARFUMS, which is called Apex. This is called Apex. Now, the presentation on this is beautiful as well. The bottle is what you probably have become accustomed to from the Parfum Cologne collection of fragrances. It is nice black, and as it goes to the bottom, it changes to the color of green, very similar to the Vetiver. I think it's called the Vetiver bottle from the Parfum Cologne collection. Yeah, so I mean, the bottle is beautiful. Nice black cap on the bottle as well. And what this really is, man, is a fruity chypre fragrance, and it opens up primarily you're going to get that I think it's mandarin orange and pineapple, so very fruity when it opens up. And then of course, as it dries down, you start to get into the elements that make it a chypre. You have some leather in here, you have galbanum, you have oak moss, labdanum in here as well, but those notes really never overpower the composition. I feel like it is very well blended. And I did see somewhere where somebody akin this to the smell of Sauvage Elixir. I kind of see where they're going with that. It has that same kind of spiciness that you get from Sauvage Elixir, where you had the cinnamon and the nutmeg. Although I'm not sure if those are notes in here, but it has that same kind of spicy element to it. Oh my goodness! But this stuff is really good, man. Again, if you like a nice chypre, but again with that nice fruity opening, the pineapple and the mandarin is very succulent, very just kind of mouth-watering kind of fruitiness when this fragrance opens up. I love the opening of this scent, and like I said, it blends well with the spices in this fragrance as well, because the leather, the galbanum, and all that stuff, it never overpowers the scent. It's like really blended to perfection. So I really enjoyed this one. As I said on Instagram, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do. I think this is a great addition to the Parfum Cologne collection. So again, this one is called Apex from ROJA Parfums. Now for the fragrances I received from Allharamain. Now there were 3 that came from the Oud collection, and the presentations very much attention to detail. The presentations are really nice. Take the top off, and inside sits the bottles. Now they had 3 from this collection. One was called Rose and Oud, I think it was in a pink bottle. Then you have this one. Of course, you guys know I love that color. That's probably my favorite color. They have the kind of reminds me of Journeyman from Amouage, those colors. And then my favorite of the bunch was this one right here. And this one is called Platinum Oud. Platinum Oud. I think the name of this one was Golden Oud. That's the name of this one, Golden Oud. And then the other one was in a pink. It's in a pink presentation. I have that one as well. I think it's called Rose Oud. Which that one is more of your typical Rose Oud combination. It smells really good. But the Platinum Oud was actually my favorite of the three. Like I said, guys, really nice presentation on these fragrances. And again, of course, oud is the primary note. But this one gives a little bit more of like this musk oud combination that really, really works. For me personally, of the three, that one was my favorite. Now, the presentation is very similar on all three of the bottles. So the boxes kind of look like this, but of course in their respective colors. So again, nice presentation on these fragrances. I think that's one of the things I will say about this Middle Eastern brand of Al Haramain. They do a really good job on their presentations. And then they have 4 fragrances that came from the Musk collection. Now, I will say of the Musk collection, the Oud collection, the Musk collection was my favorite of the those two. But this is kind of what the presentation looked like on the Musk collection. This one is called Musk Malachi, which was my favorite one. I will tell you that up front. And the presentation looks like this. It comes in a box. You open the box up and the fragrance sits right there in the box. You can see that, hopefully. Now, again, this is my favorite. They had 4 in the Musk collection. They had Musk Malachi, Amber Musk, Royal Musk, and then you had this one, which is just called the Musk Collection. So this was the last one, called Musk Collection. Again, all 4 of these to me are really, really good. These are like fragrances that are, you know, easy to wear. If you like the note of musk, which is a very, very, very sensual note, then I'm pretty sure you'll probably be a fan of all of these. There was nothing of these 4 that was, you know, that challenging or anything. You gotta like amber to like this one, obviously, because this is a amber and musk combination. But my favorite was Musk Malachi, and that's because it opens up with some of my favorite notes. This has pineapple in it, and I love this very nice, bright, and vibrant citrus fruity opening on this fragrance. So out of the 4, although all 3 of them were very good, the amber musk was probably the most unique, but this was my favorite one of that bunch. And this one again is called Musk Malachi. So guys, if you would like to, I don't have any discount codes or anything, but I, you know, did tell them I would share my opinions on the fragrances. I think all the ones from the musk line were really good. Malachi was my favorite. Of the oud line, the Platinum Oud was my favorite. The Rose Oud was a typical Rose Oud combination, so it didn't really wow me. Does smell good. Now, I wasn't really a fan of this one, which was the Golden Oud. I do like the presentation, but I wasn't really a fan of this one. I don't know, something in the opening of that fragrance wasn't really my taste. But of those 3, I would say this was the most interesting and my favorite from the Oud collection. But again, the Musk collection, all of those were really, really pleasant to my nose, especially Malachi. Now, I've purchased some fragrances here too over the last week that came in. And just to kind of run through those really quickly, guys, this one from Tiziana Terenzi is called Draco. Nice combination of citruses and fruits, a fruity floral fragrance in the opening. A little bit of sweetness on the dry down. This one reminds me a lot of Herba Pura from Xerjoff. Again, probably about 85-90% similar. This one changes a little bit on the dry down and goes in a different direction, but for the most part, this smells a lot like Herba Pura. So I do love this one and the way it smells. That's going to be something I'll get some great use out of this upcoming summer. Now, this fragrance right here, I am not sure about. This is from Clive Christian, my first from that house, and this is Clive Christian X. Now, this fragrance is very polarizing to me. Now, I myself don't mind a nice masculine fragrance. I love the one from Louis Vuitton, Ombre Nomad, which is super masculine to me with that rose oud raspberry combination. Very smoky, very oudy. But this one is something different. And I think it may be the rhubarb in the opening. It opens up very green and dry and earthy. The opening of this fragrance to me, the rhubarb almost comes off as vegetal, and it combines with just this greenness and dry earthiness that, you know, again, is very, to my nose, my liking, very challenging. Now, and when it starts to dry down, about 5 to 10 minutes in, it does become more palatable for me and more to my liking, what I like in fragrances. I actually have this on right now. It gets very spicy. Again, it stays in that whole masculine thing. This is like a super masculine fragrance, but it becomes a lot more palatable as it dries down. But I'm not 100% sure about this one, man. I'm still, you know, figuring out if I'm gonna like this one. I do think I want to wear this when it's really cold outside, just to kind of see what it does for me. But so far, I'm not 100% sure about that Clive Christian X. I may be trying to trade that one. Now, the next one is from the house of Boadicea the Victorious, and this is called Chariot. This is called Chariot. I think this is one that I'm going to get some great use out of. I think this is a rose oud fragrance that I can actually feel comfortable wearing in the summertime because it has a nice citrus opening. Nice citrus opening with some florals. It has the rose and oud, but it's not dominating. It's almost like the rose and oud plays second fiddle to the other notes in this fragrance, which most of the time the fragrances that I've experienced that have rose and oud is kind of front and center. So very, very unique creation for me from Boadicea the Victorious. This is called Chariot. I really like this one so far. And the last two fragrances that I have are going to be staples for me this upcoming summer. From the house of BDK Parfums, this one is called Cero de Argent, which is a nice aquatic scent. And then from the house of Thomas Kosmala, which is a fragrance house that not a lot of people talk about, this is called number 8, and it's called Tonic Vert, which to me, you know, is a nice citrus aromatic kind of fragrance that has a little bit of oud when it dries down, but it's very tame. So you almost really don't even pick it up, but what it does is, to me, is it is going to allow people that love citrus-based fragrances to a chance to wear something that's going to really perform in the summertime. So again, these are two that I really have been enjoying so far as well in my initial testings of them. And I really think with, of course, summer being the next season that we'll be going into as far as wearing fragrances, these will be two that will get a lot of use in my collection. But all right, guys, that's it. That is my time. I hope you enjoyed the video today as I kind of, you know, just kind of ran through some of the newer fragrances to my collection. I like to kind of keep you guys up to date sometimes with what I am getting into the collection. And, you know, so you can kind of have an idea of some things that I may be talking about in the upcoming months. As always, I appreciate your time and attention to these videos. You don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. And don't forget, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and share these videos out to some other folks that you think could use this information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.